Hey, what's going on? My name is Mike Boyd. Check me out on this channel, Pop Radar Podcast. So hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter, all that cool shit at Michael Mel Boyd. Instagram, Michael M Boyd. Now, I have no idea why. One, I'm holding my phone in and my arm's gonna get tired. It's already tired. Um, so just watched the Raw after WrestleMania. The show is usually for a lot of big surprises, a lot of, now it's used for call ups after, for NXT guys. And I will say there was a lot of nice moments here. Um, to start, the crowd, like I said yesterday for WrestleMania, the crowd is 100% behind Ronda Rousey. So if WWE has done anything correct this year, Ronda Rousey is the one thing that they've gotten correct, without a doubt. Still not sure about her in-ring ability. Still not sure about, who she's going to feud with in the future or not. But it all remains to be seen. Superstar shakeups coming up. I can see her working a program with someone like Sonya Deville or maybe Mickey James. Someone I could see Mickey more because Mickey's a veteran. Mickey would take care of her. Um, she did, Ronda Rousey did, do the armbar, cross arm breaker. I'm not good at my moves. I feel like Michael Cole. Um, Again, the Stephanie, the crowd liked it. It was a cool moment. It's nice to see the crowd reacting to her. I know people were skeptical about her coming in, stealing the spotlight from people, but she's doing, making the most out of her opportunity. I'm trying to see what else we got here. So, what else happened on this show? Nia Jax came out for a match. She had a tag team match. Um, it was her and a mystery partner against Alexa and Mickey James. Nia Jax came out. The crowd, huge ovation for her. Chants of "you deserve it" and everything. Listen, it was bringing tears to my eyes because I was happy. A lot of times, like, people don't realize, like, yeah, you're a wrestling fan. Yeah, it's quote unquote not real and all that shit. But these guys do, these guys and girls work very hard to do what they do, you know, to put on this show. And to see them achieve, these landmark and milestones, it's like it makes you happy for them. So I was happy for Nia Jax. No Carmella cash in, like I said yesterday. But Nia Jax's tag team partner was none other than it was Ember Moon, former NXT Women's Champion, who just lost to Shayna Baszler on Saturday. So Ember Moon has made her main roster debut. Looks like Ember Moon is going to be on Monday Night Raw. I don't see her moving anywhere during the Superstar shakeup. So it remains to be seen what her next feud is going to be. But the crowd popped for the Eclipse, that turnbuckle stunner. Let's see what else happened here. No John Cena on this show. There was a lot of back and forth between The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. The Miz is amazing on the mic, by the way. Amazing on the mic. That led to the main event tag team match. The babyfaces won because Jeff Hardy did return on this show. He did interact with Matt, doing the Brother Nero stuff. There was tag team matches to determine who's going to be the number one contender who's going to be tag team champion, because Braun Strowman and his tag team partner, future Hall of Famer Nicholas, relinquished the titles. There was a funny segment. I don't know what they're going to do with Braun after this. He didn't really do anything else on the show. But I don't know what they're going to do with Braun. But he said, sorry, we have to relinquish the titles. My partner has a scheduling conflict. He's in the 4th grade. um, and he said, told Nicholas pretty much, when he's finished school, they're going to go after the titles again. So I thought that was kind of funny. And who knows, maybe in 10 years or so, I don't know how old, maybe in, 10 years, or maybe after he's done school, WWE may go back to that. That would be really cool to see Nicholas come back and do something with Braun. So there's a tag team tournament. I'm trying to think of who's facing who. All I know is next week on Raw, it's going to be the Revival versus Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt to see who's going to be the number 1 contender to go face the Bar. And I think they're going to be fighting for the championship at the greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was kind of confusing because there were more than one, there's like 3 tag matches on the show. And I thought that the Authors of Pain, who made their main roster debut, and they got rid of their manager, Paul Ellering. I don't know if that's it for Paul Ellering. I'm not sure if there's going to be something else. But I would like to see him get a whole new team and then eventually get together again, go head-to-head with the Authors of Pain. Good to see AOP there, though. Good to see them on the main roster. But I kind of wish they stuck with their manager. But maybe he can't do all the dates and stuff. Maybe he doesn't want to do the dates. Maybe he doesn't want to travel and all that. Because NXT, it's kind of like you're taping 3 shows in like one night or whatever. It's a series of tapings, and you do a couple house shows or whatever. So I don't know what the schedule is like for him at NXT, but it was probably lighter than the main roster schedule, despite the touring. So Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens did appear on the show. They approached Kurt Angle and they said, hey, I don't know if you've been watching SmackDown, but we kind of got fired. We don't have jobs. So they pretty much asked him for a job. And Kurt Angle, with the best moment of the night, he said, well, I heard that TNA's hiring, and I literally stared at my TV like for 5 minutes. I was crying, because that was, damn, damn. So yeah, that was a savage ass line. And I heard TNA's hiring, so Sami and Kevin did have a match, and the winner will get a contract. Made no sense to me, because if Kurt Angle said that he didn't have enough roster spots for them, but he had time to sign Ember Moon, Jeff Hardy came back, Authors of Pain debuted, and Bobby Lashley returned. Bobby Lashley interrupted Elias, and he returned to Monday Night Raw. WWE. I'm not a huge Bobby Lashley fan. I don't get Bobby Lashley. I don't understand Bobby Lashley. The only interactions I've known of Bobby Lashley was briefly in TNA, or something with TNA, either the Bellator shit that came on afterwards or TNA, one of those. But in the SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 game, I used Bobby Lashley and his moves were just trash. I mean, it's just whatever. But Samoa Joe made his return, interrupted Roman Reigns' promo. And he was speaking the truth, saying that, pretty much every time you do Face the Beast, you get your ass beat. True. So it looks like Roman Reigns will be fighting Samoa Joe at Backlash. And I do believe that the plan is for Roman Reigns, when he goes to challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal title in Saudi Arabia, in the steel cage match, they plan on having him win. The reason why Brock won last night is because of the reactions that Roman was getting. So They didn't want Roman to get booed again, so they would rather have Roman win in a place where he'll get a good reaction. Whatever, good as long as Brock doesn't break CM Punk's record. That's all I really care about. I'm not really sure if it counts though, because it's the Universal title and not the WWE Championship. But I think I'm forgetting something. No real like turns or nothing, and sad. But one of our favorites. Where's she at? Paige. Paige did retire today. It's very sad to see someone so young have to give up their dream. I mean, it's not like, Edge, Daniel Bryan. I mean, Daniel Bryan he had a whole lot ahead of him after. He had a whole lot of momentum. Like, he just won the world title and then came back and then got hurt again. Then had to retire. But it's not like, she had this long career. Like, I know Edge retired, but he main evented WrestleManias and had WrestleMania moments, and he's built something. Paige has only been around for 4 years. 4 years in wrestling is very short. It's a very short amount of time. But I really do hope that maybe she'll come back. I do hope that maybe she'll find something. Maybe they'll give her something to do in the company. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe there needs something. There's always something for her to do. They gave Corey Graves something to do, so maybe they'll have her do something. I don't know, but it's very sad, to see Paige go like that. I remember she's one of the reasons why I started watching NXT in the first place, because we wanted to see good women's wrestling because we weren't getting it on the main roster. Overall, I thought the show was okay. Nothing really. It's not like how it was before in the past, where at the the thing that gets me is what I want is the very last segment of the show. I want it to mean something. I want to, I didn't want a happy ending. Like, oh, okay, the baby faces win. Jeff Hardy, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor win, and that's it. And they took turns on them. Then after the show, they had a beach ball party with the audience and stuff, which is cool and all, but I missed the days when, there were like heel turns in the back. People get stabbed in the back. There's heel turns. Ryback turning heel was a dull moment, but it was better than nothing. But I like when, the unexpected happens. And I hate 6-man tag matches. I hate 6-man tag matches so much. It's lazy booking. I hate it. I like it when it's, I hate tag matches, period, between wrestlers who aren't tag teams. If I wanted to see a tag team match main event a show, I would want it to be an actual tag team storyline or something. But I'm interested to see how this is going to go going forward for Rousey, for Reigns, for Bobby Lashley. I don't know who he's going to feud with. I don't know who. Obviously he's going to feud with Elias. But no Undertaker, no Cena on the show. But, overall it was a good show. Some excitement. The crowd was, live and singing the songs and everything. We got Sasha Banks versus Bayley next week. No Way Jose made his debut. I don't see No Way Jose going anywhere, really. I'm sorry to say that. I hope I'm wrong, but just based off of history with, Adam Rose, Fandango, who else has a music gimmick? It doesn't really work on the main roster. Emma, people really cannot connect to certain gimmicks like that. So, and I couldn't take him seriously because he's a tall guy. Like how I can't take Drew McIntyre seriously as a babyface. I can't take No Way Jose seriously as a babyface. He was getting beat up by Austin Aries, who's way smaller than him. So, But I mean, I do hope I'm wrong because I don't wish for people to not succeed. So I do hope that I'm wrong, and I wish him the best, but I just don't see it going anywhere. Heel, no way Jose, I can see it working. But no way Jose coming out, I mean, they're going to give it like a couple of weeks, and if the crowd's crickets, then it might be it. And I don't know if I'm forgetting anything here. No cruiserweights. I don't know what they're doing with the cruiserweights. I don't know if that's anything. The club, they lost again. I'm rambling at this point. If you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter at Michael Mel Boyd. We could talk some wrestling or whatever. I do plan on actually starting a formal podcast. I just don't have time to do an actual podcast on wrestling. So that's why I just talk to the camera right now. So I do want to sit down, but I don't want to do it on my own. I want to do it with other people and have people come on and have it be a weekly thing where I can talk some wrestling, for like 20 minutes or so, an hour or whatever, and just talk some wrestling. So that's why I'm just doing these videos. So hit the subscribe button, like this video, whatever. I don't know how the YouTubers do it. Follow me on social media. I do watch wrestling all the time. We can talk wrestling, DM me, whatever. I love it. Let me know what y'all thought about Monday Night Raw tonight. I'm excited for SmackDown. I'm hoping something big happens. If not, oh well. I mean, it's a 2-hour show, so it's kind of hard to cram all that stuff into one show. So we're going to see, and I am out of here.